In Matthew, we saw the angel's words to the women after the resurrection were to come and see and then to go. They were invited into worship and then they were invited into mission. Steve encouraged us to continue to say yes to that invitation, even when it seems uncomfortable, even when it seems costly, even when you have a family and kids, you still say yes to that invitation to go. And Dr. Fung showed us that the end aim of mission is worship. As we go, we learn more about God, and that leads us back into worship. And then we invite all tribes, all nations, all peoples, all areas of campus, all sorority and fraternity houses, all athletes, all dorms, all gamers, everyone on campus, so that they may have the opportunity to worship him too. Team, that is our call leaving Urbana, but that also is our deep, deep privilege that God in his authority would invite us to proclaim and share his message with other people. My prayer is as we leave that we would all continue to say yes, even when it's costly, because it's worth it. All right, team, I have some exciting news for you. 681 of your teammates decided to become followers of Jesus here at Urbana. So in my mind, there's only one step deeper than team, and that's family. And those 681 teammates of ours are now our brothers and sisters. There are 5,418 of your teammates committed to gather others to learn and to live through the book of Matthew on their campuses. And 9,254 of your teammates committed to pray and to intercede for the global church. And as a team, our offering, we raised $940,000. Now, team, that is amazing, and I thank you for your sacrificial giving. If you're like me, I have this thing about goals. I really, really like to hit the goal, and we are so close. We're so close, and I think some of us could push maybe a little bit harder, and we can reach that goal. So I was thinking about it. I said, what would each of our teammates need to do for us to hit that goal? If each of us in this arena gave $5. The cost of a book, that was the Lord. It was the Lord. $5. We could reach our goal. So this is not to compulse you to give. Maybe some of you have some extra money that you're heading home with. I invite you and encourage you to think how we can help the whole Urbana team reach the goal. And if you're streaming online, you are part of our virtual team. And we invite you to give to help us make our goal as well. So if you want to give, you can go to urbana.org, and there's also still giving information in your app. I want to give you a couple of tips to use as you prepare to enter back into the non-Urbana world, which is a good thing. We've been learning about mission. The first tip is to rest. You all, amen, you all are probably more tired than you think you are. And when you are tired, you are vulnerable. The enemy will try to stop what God has done this week. And so I need you to rest so that you can pay attention for the ways that he is going to try to tempt you. Tip number 2, process. Create space to debrief and interpret all that God has done this week. Find ways to invite your community on campus, your church, your family members into that process. Tip number 3, move into mission. You don't have to wait until your semester starts to start putting into action what God spoke to you here. Start doing your quiet time. Start praying for the global church. Share the gospel with a family member you've been avoiding. You can start doing it right away. Tip number 4, share your story. If you have ever been to a conference before, you know once you get in your house or you are around family members, they are going to ask you, how was Urbana? Prepare to answer that question in a way that sparks curiosity and invites deeper conversation. Team, I am not satisfied with the answer. It was great. That won't work. So practice, prepare on your way home what you will say to invite people into the journey. Another thing that you can do is that audio from seminars and most of our main sessions will be posted tonight. So you can actually invite, that's right. You can actually invite people to watch what God has been doing at Urbana with you. Team, haven't we been served well by the city of St. Louis this week? Well, I am excited to announce that we will be back. Urbana 18 will be hosted by the city of St. Louis. So you will have many spaces to process all that God has done here at Urbana, but if you want a more specific place, you can gather with others on Saturday, March 5th in Orlando for a day of discernment about your next steps in God's mission. Missionaries from Pioneers and Wycliffe Bible translators will be available to listen, to pray, and to help you discern what God is calling you to. Information and registration, to get information and registration, you can go to wycliffe.org/Urbana. Now, a couple of words for when we prepare to leave the arena tonight. Please use caution. People choose to celebrate the new year in different ways. Not everyone will be worshiping with 16,000 people. We want you to be safe. Please plan to walk with your roommates, your teammates, and your friends after the final session back to your hotel. And be aware, even as you're in your hotels, as people are experiencing New Year's differently. Amen. If you are leaving by airplane from downtown, if you're going to take the train, give yourself at least 40 minutes from the Metrolink to the airport, and you want to try to arrive to the airport at least 2 hours before your flight because it is a busy travel day. All the participants who will be on charter buses, please use exit A to head to your buses. So that was a couple things to wrap up our session. Now, we have one last session together as a team. And before we head into that session, you guys have been focused, you've been jumping, you've been working hard. I want to give you a water break. So you will have about 45 minutes to kind of walk around in here if you need to go use the bathroom. If you are on the floor, we encourage you to use the bathrooms on the floor. If you are in the upper section, please use the second floor restrooms. You can talk, meet some new teammates. Get well rested, get hydrated, because after we come back, it's going down. So, meet us back here for our last session together. It will start at 10:15 sharp, and you do not want to miss a minute of it. You ready? Break.